Hi everyone, welcome to Shobitam. Today we have a lovely collection of Gadwal silk sarees straight from the loom. Each of these sarees that you see here are hand woven and coming straight from the city of Telangana. Basically Gadwal is a city in Telangana where these are hand woven by our weavers. So all these sarees are unique, they are one of a kind. I'll talk to you as we go over each one of them as to what makes them unique. There are Meenakari Gadwals, there are Brocade Gadwals, there are Gadwals in Sona Rupa Zari, which means gold and silver Zari. There are Gadwals in contemporary combinations. There is checks. So a lot of them. So let's get started. If I had to talk a little bit about Gadwals, they are known for their richness, their luxury. The minute you sight a Gadwal, you know that it is a Gadwal just by the borders or the motifs or the heavy zari that it comes with. They look regal. They do not look gaudy. They actually look very regal. So anything that says richness, luxury, grandeur, all of that is associated with a Gadwal. So let's get started and I'll talk to you about each one of them as we go. There are about 20 of the Gadwals that we have. Like I said, these are hand-picked and hand-woven, so we have like a curated set of 20. So we hope you like it. So the first one that I have here is a very pretty blue. It's like a royal blue, or what they call is MS blue. And this particular sari comes in a MS blue with a teal border. So if you can see clearly, it's a teal border. And it has a Meenakari border. So when I say Meenakari, it's the presence of colored threads along the golden zari. So if you see, there's golden zari and there's a presence of pink, blue and green threads, which makes it a Meenakari border. And if I look at the body has checks with peacock buttas and the rudraksh buttas. So I can come closer and show it to you. So this is the checks, and you can see the thing. And the motifs are in silver and gold zari both. So if you clearly see, there's a mix of silver and gold. So the sari has a lot of unique elements in it, which makes it truly a unique one. And if I had to drape it, this is how it would look. It's a very pretty sari, and it has Meenakari borders on the top as well as on the bottom. So if you see, this has a slightly wider bottom border, and it has a decently wide border on the top as well. And for the pallu, it goes with a Meenakari pallu. This is the Meenakari pallu. You can see there's the peacocks in the Meenakari style, and this is how it looks. So if I had to show the body more closely, this is how the body would look. Truly a very pretty blue, where the golden and the silver kind of just pop out, the motifs, and the checks really add to the beauty. And these are very pretty checks, and the whole sari by itself is very pretty, very unique. And for the blouse, it comes in a teal check blouse, so with the borders. So it'll look very pretty when worn together. So this is how the whole sari would look when it's worn together. Moving on to the next sari. It's similar to the shade that I'm wearing. It's more like a sunset orange that I'm wearing. This is a Kanjivaram, but the sari that I'm showcasing right now is a pure Gadwal. So it's a very similar combination, similar color. It's like a orange and red dual tone. So you can see when I'm actually holding it this way, you can see shades of both orange as well as red. That's because the border is red. There is yarn, the red yarn as well as the yellow yarn, which imparts different colors when it is held against it. So this is the sari, and again this is also a Meenakari pallu. As you can see when I hold it closely, you can see the peacocks in like shades of green and purple. And this sari also has Sona Rupa Zari, which means the silver and gold zari buttas all over. It has Rudraksha buttas and the peacock buttas. It's very similar to the previous sari, just that it does not have the checks. What truly makes it unique is the dual tone, as well as the fact that it has a really pretty nice border. So this is the sari, and for the pallu it has a really nice grand pallu. This is the pallu, and this is the body of the sari. So, and you can see the borders, very rich borders. And this is how it is, and this is the pallu. If I have to show you more closely, this is the pallu. So this is how it goes. And for the blouse piece, it's a red colored, plain red colored blouse piece with a white border on one side, which can be used for the sleeves. So a very nice, pretty grand sari. Moving on, this is a nice sage green colored sari, and it comes with a red border. So the sage green sari has buttas all over. So it's a very contemporary color, usually not very common in Gadwals to have these non-traditional colors. So this sage green makes it very different, refreshing rather, because these days pastel shades are also in vogue. So these kind of shades actually make it perfect for a contemporary look. So this particular sari has small golden and silver buttas. If I can show you more closely, it has there's a lot of light here, so there's small golden and silver buttas here that make it unique, and then these are the borders. You can see it has a red border but has a slightly green, like a nice lime green tinge to it, like a selvage. And for the border, for the pallu, this is the pallu. Let me show the pallu. This is the pallu of the sari, and when you drape it, it has, I think, equal width border. It has equal width borders on the top as well as on the bottom. So if you would drape it, it would look something like this. Very contemporary color. Like I said, each of these are different. So it's a contemporary color with like small buttas. It just makes it look very nice, not too heavy. So this particular sari comes with a red blouse fabric. Alright, moving on, let me actually showcase a brocade Gadwal. So this sari is actually extremely pretty. It's a brocade Gadwal sari in a nice pink shade. So it's a full brocade sari, like you can see, and it has these elephant motifs. So it's basically twin elephant motifs that go on the entire body of the sari, and has a purple border to it. It has a nice purple wide border to it, and this is the top border. It's not too wide on the top, and this is how it looks. Pretty glossy as I go farther for some reason, but this is how the entire sari looks when draped. It's a nice pink with gold and the purple borders, and this is the pallu. This is the pallu. It's a full zari, golden zari pallu, and this is the entire sari. It is a full brocade sari, and it looks very regal, very pretty. And for the blouse piece, it comes with a plain purple blouse piece with a white border. So the whole white border can be used for the sleeves. So it would look very grand when worn along with the matching blouse. The next sari that I have is a lovely green. It's I don't know how to identify this green. It's a little more brighter than the henna green shade. And it has a nice white border. It has a pretty big border on the bottom, and it's an orange shade, like more like a burnt orange shade on the border. And again, it comes with Sona and Rupa motifs, which means gold and silver buttas on the body, So you can see the oval buttas as well as the peacock buttas here. And this is the pallu of the sari. You can see it's a full zari pallu. And the top border is not as wide at the bottom, so it would look very pretty when you drape it, it would basically look like this. It's a really grand, nice sari, and the burnt orange borders kind of make it very different. So this is how it would look when draped on more. This is the sari, and this is the pallu. So this is the entire sari, and this is how the pallu would look. And for the blouse, like I said, it comes in a nice burnt orange shade, and if you would wear it along, it would look something like this. Alright. The next sari is actually one of my personal favorites. It's a purple and red dual tone. It's basically called the 1000 butta pattern, where there are thousands of buttas, as you can see, on the entire body of the sari, again in gold and silver zari. If you can see closely, there is gold and silver zari. And the same for the border as well. The border has gold in the middle and then silver on the sides. And it comes with a really pretty red pallu. And when you drape it, it has a nice wide border. It has a pretty wide border actually, if you see. And when you drape it, it would look something like this. It is a lovely mix of purple and red. Purple more than red, so it actually looks very divine, especially the red borders on the end. Give it a very nice highlight. So, like I said, we have some white border Gadwals. This is one of them. These are the white border Gadwals that we have. So, this is the sari. And for the blouse piece, it comes with a plain red blouse piece with extra white borders. So, the extra white borders can be used for the sleeves, or a part of it can be used for the sleeves and part for the back. This is how it would look when it goes together. The sari plus the blouse put together. Alright. The next one that we have is again from the Brocade series. It's a green color, more like a sea green shade. And it has a full brocade body. It's a design very similar to the previous one, or rather the same as the previous one, but it's just that it's in a different combination. So you can see the elephants, and you can see the full brocade zari work, and it comes with a it's a blue in my eyes, but some people may take it closer to the edge of purple. So it's like a sea green with blue borders, and if I had to open it, okay, so if I had to open it, this is how it would look. This is the pallu, it's a full blue pallu. Let me open another layer. Here. It's a nice sea green body, like you can see if I come closer. And this is the pallu. This is the pallu. It's a nice blue full zari pallu. So what highlights this is the full brocade part. It looks really grand. It looks. Apologies for a lot of light. It's outdoors, so it's a lot of natural light. So this is how it would look. Alright. The next sari that we have is again a shade which is similar to what I'm wearing. It's an orange. It's again an orange. But it's a single. It's an orange with a deep maroon. In Tamil, we call the shade called Arakor. It's like a deep, very deep shade of closer to the edge of brown. That's how the border is, and it has a green selvage, like a henna green selvage. So this is the entire sari, and this again comes with small floral buttas in gold and silver both. And this is the sari. It has a nice white border in the bottom, and this is how the pallu looks. It's a golden, it's a maroon pallu with a lot of gold zari. And this is how it looks when it's draped. So I'm having to sit down to make sure I balance the light. So this is how it would look. What makes it truly beautiful is the silver and gold, and the buttas are slightly bigger. So there's a slight sheen of the zari that goes on the entire body along with the shade of the sari itself. And the border, basically the border in maroon with a slight green selvage gives it like that little highlight, or like a little pop to the ends. Like it looks very nice, very graceful, a very earthy, nice shade. Doesn't really come out as a very heavy sari, though the borders make it truly beautiful. Like if you can see, the borders look very beautiful when worn together. And the blouse is a maroon blouse. It comes with these borders. So this is the orange Gadwal sari. And next I have is a unique, it's like a very pretty dusty rose shade. So when I said there are Gadwals that we've tried in contemporary colors, one was the sage green. This one is like a dusty pink, like I said, is also something that we've tried to make it look, the Gadwals look contemporary and not the traditional colors. So you can see the shade. It's a very pretty rose kind of a shade. Dusty pink is what we call it. And it has, so this particular sari is in all gold. The buttas are all gold, and it comes with a nice white gold border again. So this is the sari. This is the entire sari, and this is how the entire sari looks when draped. So it is a nice dusty rose with a hot pink border. It's like a nice hot pink with gold zari. It's a white border, not too white though, like the I'd shown a previous one which had extra white borders. This is white though, not too white. And this is how the sari top border looks. And for the pallu, it comes with a full zari hot pink pallu. So this is how the entire pallu looks, and this is the sari. So this is it. So the next sari that we have is pink checks with an extra white border and meenakari zari. A lot of elements in one. So like it's a nice pink, very pretty pink. It's like the Rani pink shade, and it has a blue border, and it has meenakari zari. So let me open it to show you each of these elements that I'm talking about. So let me first talk about the body. The body is, like I said, it's a nice Rani pink. It has golden checks throughout. As you can see, like I can hold it closer to show you. This is the golden checks, and it has the Rudraksha motifs, which is the round motifs in gold and silver zari, and the peacock motifs in gold and silver zari, and the top border is in silver, and this is the bottom border. The bottom border is also in silver, and it has meenakari work. So if you see this elephant, the lotus is in yellow threads. The elephant here, the parts of it are in green color. So here if you see the peacock, it's in purple color and yellow color, the lotus below. So it's a mix of different colored threads. So like I said, this is a pretty unique piece because usually Gadwals we find them in golden zari. So this is the one that we've got it made in silver zari with the golden zari checks. So this is how the entire sari looks when it's made. And this is the pallu. The pallu is again a silver zari pallu with it's like a navy blue or a dark blue with meenakari work all over. So this is the sari. If you see closely, this is the sari how it looks. And for the blouse, it comes with a dark blue blouse with stripes and silver zari. So this is how it would look when it's paired together. So this is the entire sari, and this is how it looks. And the next sari that I have here is again a very different sari. This is because of the color. So this particular sari is a shade, I don't know what to call the shade. It's like a teal color, but it's a more sophisticated, like a more subtle shade of teal. And it comes again with a burnt orange borders and green selvage. And again, it's a mix of gold and silver. So there's mostly gold with like thin strips of silver zari. And the body again has a combination of silver and gold. So there are lines of gold and there are lines of silver. Buttas. And the top border is slightly less wider. So then I would drape it. Okay, opulent sari, sophisticated. So this is how the entire sari would look when it's draped. This is the pallu. The pallu is a like more like a burnt orange with meena work, and this is the sari by itself. So this is how it would look when it's draped. Very pretty shade, as you can see. And for the blouse, it comes again in a burnt orange with the borders. Alright, continuing the series, this is the other Gadwal that we have. This is like a brocade Gadwal, just that it has a very muted zari on the body. It's again a teal color, and it has a border in purple as well as in green. It has a stacked border is what we call. And as you see, it has a full brocade floral design. This is the floral design that you can see. But it's in a very muted zari, so it doesn't look too heavy, too gaudy or any of that. And this is the pallu. The pallu is again like a full purple pallu. And if I drape this sari, this is how it would look. This is how it would look when we drape it. It's stacked borders on the bottom and a single border on the top. And this is the pallu. And for the blouse piece, the blouse piece comes in a lovely green and purple dual tone shade, like you can see. And it comes with again the stacked border for the sleeves that can be used. So this is the other Gadwal. We come back to a shade that I'm wearing again. Looks like this shade is pretty popular in Gadwal. So it's like an orange and pink dual tone, exactly similar to what I'm wearing. And it comes with a, it's like a reddish pink border, and it has a blue selvage to it, like a cerulean blue, and it has star-shaped buttas on the body, in silver as well as in gold. And this is the pallu. The pallu is a pretty pink with full gold zari, and this is the sari. This is the entire sari in one. So you can see the rich border on the bottom, and this is the top. So this is how it will look when put together. And it's a lovely, I personally love dual tones for the fact that they don't look like a single monotone sari. So there's a little bit of both the colors which play on the body, which make it truly unique. So this particular sari is truly that. If you see, it is a very nice mix of shades of orange as well as pink, which lends different colors, as you can see. So this is the other sari, and for the blouse it comes with a pink blouse with the borders. This is truly a stunning sari, again one of my personal favorites. It's a deep purple, closer to the edge of brown actually. This is how I will hold it closer, and you can see. And it has a full golden butta pattern. It's more like a brocade actually, just that it has very, very small butta. So it's a brocade Gadwal. And it has a pink, a magenta colored border with a green selvage. It's one of my personal favorites because it looks extremely grand, and the color is very unique. It's like a deep purple, a very deep purple. So this is how it looks when worn. A very grand sari. Actually, I should open another layer to show you how it looks. So this is how the sari looks when put together. So you see, it's very grand. It has a very grand appeal to it, and with a pink border, it truly highlights the sari very well. The gold zari, the brocade, just stands out. Just truly stands out. And it's one of those saris which is hard to get. Like, it's a very unique piece. So, and for the borders, I mean for the blouse, sorry, it is a magenta kind of a purple pink kind of a blouse, and it has the zari border. So if I want to put it together, this is how it would look. This is the entire sari, and this is the blouse. Alright, moving on, we have a nice royal blue, or again like an MS blue. It looks slightly brighter in the video, as I can see. It's a royal blue, and it has silver and gold, small silver and gold flower shaped. Come closer to show you. These are the small flower shaped buttas. It looks brighter in the video as I come closer, but it's a nice royal blue. So this is the mix of colors. So there's a line of silver buttas and a line of gold buttas, and it has a nice white border. So you can see it has a pretty wide border. Again, it comes in a like a rust red kind of a shade with a green kinari, or a selvage is what we call. And it has the peacock and the yali motifs. The peacock and the yali motifs on the border. And let me open the sari and show it to you. This is the pallu of the sari. It's in a deep shade of like a purple brown kind of a shade, and this is the body of the sari. This is the body of the sari. I somehow, though these are traditional colors, I fall for them quite often because the zari really shows out on most of these, and they look very grand, they look very rich, which is what the Gadwals are known for. So very pretty sari, just because of the fact that you can clearly see the gold and the silver together, which makes it grand. Actually, let me open another layer. This is how the entire sari looks when put together. So this is the pallu and this is the sari, and for the blouse piece it comes in a like a maroon purple kind of a tinge with the borders, and this is how it will look in the draped. A very beautiful sari, and I personally love the play of the gold and the silver in this. It shows very uniquely that there's gold and there's silver, and the golden borders just give it that perfect finishing that it's supposed to have. So very pretty sari. So all of these are pure silks, again, like I said, silk mark certified. Absolutely one of a kind sarees. So this is a orange. It looks probably a little more reddish in the video, but this is a nice, more like a darker shade of orange, not the very bright ones. And it comes with a pink border. The border is truly unique in this one. It has a very unique border, which is why we handpicked this design. This is the pallu of the sari, if you see. The pallu is again a full gold, but it has little silver highlights, which have these peacock motifs and rudraksha motifs inside, or the mandala motifs, right? These are what are there inside. But the border is what truly makes the sari stand apart. So if you look at the border, it's a nice wide border with rich gold zari. It has really rich golden zari. And if you see the design of the border, there are intricate mandalas with, if you can see, it's an intricate mandala design with peacocks inside. It's a very, very intricate design, very beautiful border, very unique borders rather. So, and you can see the temples on the top, which make it pretty unique. So when you actually put it together, this is how it looks. So it's a nice orange with the white borders and a slightly thinner border on top. And this is how it would look when it's put together. So, and this is the pallu. So if you see each of these, when you would actually, whether you pleat it or not, these individual motifs on the border truly stand out. And the play of gold and silver shows out very beautifully against the sari. And the body of the sari as well has these small details. For the blouse, it's actually a pink blouse with the borders. Breaking the monotony with a pastel color. This is again like a, there's a lot of light. So it's a dusty pink shade with hot pink. This is very similar to a sari that I showed you previously, but it has a different, so if you look here, this is the shade that it has. It's a nice dusty pink with a hot pink border. Apologies, there's a lot of light here, there's a lot of natural light. So this is the full gold zari pallu, you can see, and it has a very rich opulent white border in the bottom, and again it has full gold zari in the body. There's no silver, it's all gold. I'm not sure if it's very clear, it looks more silvery in the video, but it's full gold like you can see. And this is how it comes together. So it's a nice pink with golden and the hot pink borders. And this is the pallu. This is the pallu. Let me go behind to show you this one. So this is how the entire sari will look. So though these are not brocade, the fact that the buttas are very closely placed, it gives it that brocade or the full zari kind of a look. So these saris have a very beautiful tinge of the base color, which is like a dusty pink, and then the gold on top really makes it give that subtle sheen with the zari. So very pretty saris, very pretty saris. And for the blouse, it comes with a hot pink blouse with the borders. Alright. We have last few saris. I'm going to move to another one which is a personal favorite because of the deep dark colors. This is a lovely dark eggplant shade or a dark purple shade. And it has bands of lines of silver and gold diamond buttas on the body, and it comes with a dark red border with a green selvedge. So this is how it is. This is how it looks. It's a very deep shade of purple, kind of unique because these kind of shades are very rare, and they are done with a lot of care to get that exact shade of purple, because we don't want to make it the traditional purple, we don't want to make it closer to black. So this particular shade is a very unique and harder to achieve shade. So, and the gold and silver looks very opulent on this, like there's a lot of richness to it. And this is the white. This is how the entire sari is. The bottom borders are slightly wider as compared to the top borders. And this is how it goes. And for the blouse, it's again like a dark maroon. Alright, the next sari that we have is a grey. It's grey with again bands of gold and silver. So these saris, which are in slightly lighter shades, are more sophisticated, slightly more muted as compared to the other traditional shades. For example, this one comes with a blue border. So though the sari is a little lighter shade, the fact that the borders are wide and they are in a darker color, it immediately gives it that highlight. It just doesn't go very light. So these look very sophisticated when worn, very elegant. So a lot of you ask me, is Gadwal too grand? Is it too much for somebody slightly older to wear? No, these kind of shades look very regal for somebody who wants to like carry off a Gadwal without making it look too grand, right? You can pair this with a minimalistic jewelry and it would pass off for a very grand occasion, and at the same time it won't be in one of those traditional typical colors too. So this sari also catches the highlight for that very reason. It's a unique combination because usually you wouldn't find greys in Gadwals, and if you find grey, the grey and blue is a very nice pretty combination. So this is how it would look when put together. So it's a grey with a blue, and it has a nice blue pallu to it. You can see the full gold pallu to it, and this is how the entire sari looks when put together. And for the blouse, it comes with a blue colored blouse. So it would be a perfect highlight to that grey sari when it goes with this blue colored blouse. We have last 3 saris to kind of wrap up this particular set of Gadwals. This is also another personal favorite of mine for the very reason that the color is very subtle. It's again like a rose or a slightly light pink shade. It's like a dusty pink, but a tinge darker than that, only because of the fact that this hot pink kind of merges with this and gives it like that gold shade of 2 different, a light and a darker shade of pink. And the borders are again like a floral border here and it's in a hot pink. The border is in a hot pink. This is the pallu of the sari. It's a full pink with golden zari. It has paisley buttas on the body, and then it has a full zari pallu. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the pallu. This is how the sari looks. Very elegant shade, very pretty subtle shade. So it's like a soft pink with pink borders on the top and bottom. And this is how it would look when viewed. And it comes with a hot pink blouse like this with the borders. So it goes very well. So this is the entire sari, and it has very characteristic of Gadwal. It has these big buttas in silver and gold. I'll have to probably come closer to show you this. So this is how it looks. It has a combination of gold and silver, and this is the entire sari. And this is again an orange. It's similar to the one that I showed earlier. Somehow we've fallen in love with these orange shades, so you would have seen about 3 or 4 of them today itself. So this is orange again with flower buttas, and it comes with a deep red shade border. It goes behind, so the cut. A lot of light here. So this is how it looks when put together. And pallu. This is the pallu of the sari. It's a deep maroon pallu, and this is the body of the sari. It's a nice bright orange. Again, the orange is like a mix of yellow, orange, red kind of tones. So you can see these different shades as I break it and put it together. And for the blouse, it comes in a maroon blouse with the borders. This is how it looks. And the last one in the series is a traditional blue, but a very pretty one. So as you see, the darker the shades get, the zari shows off more in those kind of colors. So this is a lovely blue with floral buttas in silver and gold, and the border is in a magenta shade with a green end. And this is the pallu. It's a lovely purple blue zari pallu. This is the sari. And this is how it would look when put. So this is how, when you put it together, this is how it would look when draped. Very pretty collection of saris, and this particular one comes with a, just give me a moment. So this is how it would look when it's put together. It's like a lovely blue shade. As you can see, these, as I've mentioned earlier, the darker shades is where the zari really shows, and you can see both the gold and the silver buttas. This has small floral buttas on the body, and the white zari in purple kind of perfectly blends very well. And this is the pallu, and the blouse comes again in a purple shade. So this is how it will look when it's put together. So with this, we kind of wrap up all the Gadwals that we had actually shared. So this particular set was entirely dedicated to all the Gadwals that we actually handpicked. So all the saris that you saw today are one of a kind, and everything is available on our website to purchase. All of these are pure silk, silk mark certified. We can get the blouse tailored if you wish to. And thanks for being a part of this presentation today. I am in one of the heritage hotels here, and it's been lovely showcasing these saris to you. So thank you so much, and take care. Bye.